Morning, start of a new rewire. What this is an occupied 1-bedroom flat. This is top floor. We've also done a flat like this before, Ollie, haven't we? That's why Ollie's with me this week to do it. What we've got is there is a void above it, and we think we can wire through it. So it's surface trunking. So what we're going to do is we're putting 2 lights in there, the kitchen. We're changing these 2. When we tested this is on these wall lights are on a separate circuit. So what we're going to do is we're going to keep them, but in this cupboard is the mains cupboard. And what we're doing everywhere is, see that hole there, Ollie, that you've just drilled? Yeah. We're drilling loads of holes like this. So in the hole, we can do one for the smoke, and we're going to repair the hole, but then also put the smoke on top of that. We're going to do the 2 in here, 2 in there for the living room, and this bedroom. I think where we could do the smoke there and the bathroom there, we can also drill a hole for that one, can't we? We suspect, we're hoping, and we're going to move this one to the centre, but we're going to do a pendant in here. We might even move that kitchen light fitting for them into here. And then what we're going to do is for the light switches, we're going to mount the surface boxes onto there with a bit of trunking going up. Yeah, with some surface clips. This drop here, we're going to do a hole in the corner, and we're going to trunk all the way around the bottom of the perimeter of the room for the sockets. And that, if we come into here, kitchens are done because obviously we can wire all underneath, yeah? Wire all underneath, then we can just come up where we need to. We might come up in this cupboard for this counter. See down there, they've hardly got any sockets anyway, so all the appliances and the oven we're going to do in a bit middle. This is where the fuse board is. We'll go behind the back of that fridge with some MT4, and then we're just going to trunk all the way along there. So see this fireplace, we should be able to get through.
If you can do us a massive favour, like, follow, subscribe, and flip the bean because it helps channel grow. Bosh.
Show you support.
And show you support as well.
The kitchen, and then we're just going to punch through in that corner. So all in all, sounds alright, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Where was the gas meter's going to be a bit of a nightmare. The gas is over there. Remember when we done Jacko's?
Nah, I didn't do Jacko's.
Did you not wire Jacko's?
It was Zeb's.
Yeah. Was it?
Yeah.
Making things happen. Oh, because I've done it out of ours.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then also we've got that boiler and that in here, which we're going to do. We have to see which way. If that's the boiler, if the boiler feed comes through the floor, then I might even just bond it in here. We'll have to investigate that.
Yeah.
I'm fine with the water. I imagine the water must be in here as well. I think that's the water. I think they've got. It's been bonded. It's just got 6 mils. Yeah, they're 6. They're 10 mils.
Yes. They are 10 mils.
Yes. Yes. Boom. Good job I tested it. Me and Ollie were saying we tested this before COVID.
Yeah, before COVID.
Because it's in the town centre, the landlord was presuming that it was going to be demolished because there's a massive regeneration scheme, but this block's missing it. Right, let's get on with it. Push. Yeah, what we're going to do with switches is where you've got this little airing cupboard here, we're going to come through the back, punch through there, so that'll be able to use. Another nice little tip which I always do is find the middle of the box, and then just with a long bit of wood with a level, just go up. I forgot to bring up my long level, so just use that. So then we use an inch screw, and then it screws on the front of that, and then obviously we've got the fixings in this living room where we've got the mains. We can do that, come through, so try and reduce as much as we can. Yeah, and then we've done 2 light fittings in there because it used to have 1 there and 1 there, and we're going to do 2 along there, and then come through this airing cupboard. The boiler's got all its own controls, so we've got to refeed that spur there. So we come through there, so we're going to get a hole in the ceiling in there. We're going to have a hole here. We've decided to not use these old these old lights. So the bathroom, this one and that one, we're going to fill the holes. Then get around it, and this, just quickly showing the light feed. And then we've just got these little surface bad boys to go over them. where we're going to have to put these two on separate switches, like the kitchen house is just going to be too bright, isn't it? And then we'll have enough one for the outhouse. Yeah, it's all good, isn't it? So these are the bulkhead light fittings we're using. These are Knightbridge ones. They're colour selectable. I think they're double insulated, these ones, but we usually use the Anstel discos, but these work out well for these. We're going to put these on individual switches as well, so it ain't too bright. And that's how we're going to do it all. What I'm going to do is open these up, get these all drilled out already, get all 6 of them. So once we're wired, they go straight up. These are pretty instant, really. Just got 3 terminals, and then obviously we just use the Wagos. What we use for the pendants is we use these fast fix. If you get the Marshall Tough Flex, they're actually a lot bigger and you can fit your hand up, where the other ones are about a 60mm hole where you won't get your hand up. Aye, Ollie. Yeah. Use the same size. So we use the same size hole saw that we used for the downlights. Was it 73?
73, yeah.
Yeah, I just had to multi-tool a little bit to these, but these ones, the wings hold it anyway, so, and it fits perfect. Sweet, and the pendant they go on there. Oh, hopefully that should be sweet. Yeah. These light fittings, these are the height of gash. Look, you've got the colour selected there, which ain't too bad. But look, they've got all the control gear right in the middle, so you can't fit them in a beezer box. They haven't even got the beezer box markings. It's absolutely crap. But it is what it is. Look, I thought it was right. Look, they don't even give you an earth terminal, which obviously we're putting Wagos, but it is what it is. The JCC version of these look well nice. If you leave a comment below if you've used them. We usually go for the Anstel discos, but quite understand to stop stocking them, I think. Right, so I'll show you a little hack that we use. Usually this works better with an inch screw, because what it is, you need a screw that's got a thread all the way through. Where it's got the chamfered bit at the end is no good. But what you do is you drill them in at the corners, and then you can patch the old, and that gives you the perfect fixing, yeah? So basically, you know where I drew the line up there for to drill the hole, yeah? This is the other bit. I've removed the sticker, yeah, even though we're going to drill it and put fire fixings in there. But the best way to do it is to put it in there, yeah, hold the level on there, yeah, and push it back, yeah, and that's that done, yeah, done and dusted, yeah. And then they plug and fix it and put the metal fixings in afterwards, yeah. Easy as. Sweet. Don't worry about it. And it is what it is. Yeah, because I've obviously done the SDS through there. What you got to make sure, which is critical, is that you hammer through the plug so it goes straight through. Yeah. Yeah. And then they go in like that, and they screw in like that. Yeah. And they're just the fire clips. Yeah. Yeah. Sweet. And that's it. It's critical you get the raw plug all the way through. Yeah. Yeah. Because if it don't, then it sits awkwardly and it doesn't close properly. Yeah. Yeah. And that is the best way of doing it. The quickest. It's 11:15. All the holes drilled. All the trunking is done. We're ready. Wire. Yeah.
Yeah. So these are those fire fixings. Just keep the cable in place and obviously fire fix them. But yeah, they're nice.
Perfect to record. Ollie's doing that, so he's got the dry lining box. We ain't got the smoke with us. We've got most of it trunks, got that light left to do. We've done them ones. We've had to do a few more access holes than I thought, but it is what it is. But we were going to repair them and fill them. It's got to be better than trunking across the ceiling, isn't it? So enough one there. But we run out of wood early, haven't we? Just got the bathroom and that bedroom and one in there, and then we're all sorted. Yeah, they've got loads of concrete beams that we kept hitting, so we just had to make more and more holes. It's a bit of a nightmare, but it's spotless really, isn't it? Yeah. So it's day 2, so what we've got to do is just trunk all the way along there, couple there. These ones will be back to back, the whole one either side of the bed and one down there. And then we've got to continue to get on in the living room. And that is how we're going to do it. I'll give you a quick show of what we've done so far. Ollie, can you do us a favour, mate? Can you get multi-tool that on the ceiling? Just get a dustpan and brush so we catch it. You know the ring in there.
Oh yeah.
Look. There, yeah. That's all sorted. So we are getting there. They switch differently as well. And they're just tucked away for now. Yeah, so as I mentioned yesterday, that's why it's so important. Why you've got to make sure the plug goes through, yeah? That just pulls it in, yeah? And as you see, they're perfect, yeah?
Yeah.
We're only probably going to do 3 per length, but this is the first one of the day, so I thought I'd do a few. Yeah. Yeah? Mm-hmm. Yeah, so what I've got is that bit of trunking already there, so I've got this bit here, and I know with that laser, if I go like that, put that up there, see that, Ollie? See where that goes against the collar?
Is it the outer edge of the collar? The one closest to the...
It's the outside, because obviously the middle bit's going to go there. So that goes like that. And this tool, this cut-off tool, I know I always bleat on about it, but that proper kit cuts it really nice and clean and quick, yeah? And that's done. Then you can tape it on. I don't always tape it on, or I just plug and screw it. Always plug and screw it. I never just rely on the tape. I never really use the tape, the pad. We always use Univolt, just because when I used to work for that firm, they always use Univolt, and I'm so used to their trunking bends and all that. I have to go to a different wholesaler, don't I?
Yeah.
To pick it up, but it's so handy because even though mini trunking is so simple, there is so like all the different brands have different like ways they do the bends and all that sort of stuff, and it's really awkward.
Different lids.
Where this one, I know it's 5mm. You know, you leave the lid 5mm short either end. You know, it's bang on, doesn't it, every time? Yeah, look, that's spot on. Just put that bit there, that bit there. So that bit, this bit here, which I'll grossly cut off a full length, I know it's going to be long enough to do that bit and that bit, yeah? So you just got to be mindful of wastage once you're doing it.
Yeah.
But, you know, there's no point getting the tape measure and measuring it and all that, because that's going to cost you loads of time. You know, what we've been in this room, 10 minutes, and we've already got most of it done, haven't we? Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it, mate. So one of the things, we thought this was going to be a slave telephone, didn't we, Ollie? But that is actually a master one. So what we're going to do is just chase that up a little bit. Well, it's got to be chased up further than that trunking, and then that can go back in, yeah? Mm-hmm. But yeah, we're going all the way along. We're trying to hide that cable. We thought it was, we tried to see if he wanted to get rid of it, but it was actually, that's the master. We thought it was the other way around, didn't we, Ollie? Because it's just lashed across. I'll bring that stapler. I might even have the stapler in my van as it goes. Did you? It was in that IET bag. Do you know what that IET bag was all about?
The IET bag's got what's it called? Tongues. I'm pretty sure.
No, that's the Festa one, because that IET bag.
There's an IET bag with tongues in. I'm pretty sure.
Was that for Reese's van or something?
I think so, yeah.
So he had the stapler.
And
he bought a brand new stapler. Racy don't mind, does it? He don't watch our YouTube, so it don't matter, does it? Aging. That is this room, trunk tower. So it goes through there. Ollie's just fitting there, so back to back. That's a back to back with a hole. That goes around there, 5 clips and them all. There is that little one bit there where we're going to have to move that wardrobe out. Because I don't know, well, I might see what it's like, fix it, and see what it goes through like. And then that, so then we've just got to wire that through, get that sorted, have a little tidy up. Yeah, I'll just quickly show you some of these bends. So this is a flat 90 that goes on there. Some of the problems you do have, a couple of the other lads I used to do this with, they used to put the bends on the corner and then do the trunk into it, but then you'd always see it like bow into it. So what I do is, and this is why I like Univolt, is see this end bit. So all you got to do with all these corner bits of the trunkings is just marry them up. And where you've got that much gap, that's how much play you've got of the lid. So you don't have to be absolutely bang on. That's why I always favour this Univolt. And sometimes where it goes along the trunking, on the bottom and the skirting's curved, you have to trim that bit off there. But you can never see it, and it's absolutely perfect. One thing that we do use is these fire clips, and I must admit that I've not done, we virtually, we've done 2, this is our second mini trunking rewire, isn't it, we've done together, I think. And this is the second time we've used these fire clips. And the fire clips, to be fair, look, if you look all the way along there, I don't go too far ahead before I go back and lid it all, but it holds it in there perfectly, doesn't it?
don't own
I
it.
actually think that's a bit of a bonus, to be fair.
Makes it look neat as well as giving it the fire fixings.
Yeah, and that's how we do it. And these, obviously, like with corner bits like that, you do have to trim these up a little bit and all that, because obviously none of the plasters have been done doing it like flat 90s or internal 90s and all that. But yeah, it comes out quite neat, doesn't it, really?
Yeah, it's good.
Rapido.
Sweet.
Yeah. Right, so I'm just in the living room now. So in that bedroom, we've done that bit there, so that's the other side. And then what we've got is we've got a socket going there, and a socket along there. So we're going to wire through there. We're probably going to band that to the bottom because that's wood. And then punch through underneath the kitchen back to the board. But we're trying to get this bit done tonight so the guy can put all his stuff back and we can get all the TV and all that back if we get this wired and second fix. We'll obviously have to get to that tomorrow to blank that off, but we're getting there. I'll get bitten by horseflies and my leg is swollen to double the size, but we ain't victims here. They're done. That's the socket there, that was already broken. And the socket there goes through. That's got to be blanked off. We just got this all done so he can get this room back together tonight. And then I'll just quickly show you the bedroom. Looks alright. Comes out really neat and tidy, nice and discreet. All the holes have been filled. All that looks alright. That's got to be blanked off tomorrow. And then we've done these a little bit lower so they can go underneath their bedside cabinets. But that's how we've done it. Nice and sweet. And sorted. Yes. And that's all done for today. Tomorrow, Reese is here tomorrow. So we've got the kitchen and the fuse board, but I just want to get done early. Because I've had enough, it's well hot up here. Top floor flat. Well, right, so it's day 3. We've got the big boys in. We've got Reese to help us today because I've got a gammy leg. Where I play football, I get bitten and I was starting to feel a bit ill, and we need to get it done. So we've got a socket going here. So it's a bit moody, but we'll just put the trunk in like that and then it goes down. One there, and 2 along here. Reese is just sorting out the central heating and the fuse board. What we're going to do is we're going to wire underneath, and then obviously all these bits we're going to trunk, and then we're going to come down. We're going to put a single socket in for there. We've got a cooker switch for that. We put a single socket in for that. We've got fish across for the canopy. It's how Reese, baby. There is some grommets in that other room. Len's here. Say hello, Len. You all right? And we are full steam ahead. We just need to get it done today, so I thought I'd get the board. We're doing the socket. So that's how we're doing the sockets. We just go through there, feed down. We're going to put a single socket in there for the washing machine. We've come round, done fed that. That's going to be just totally isolated, but we might put enough one next to there, enough one there. We've managed to trunk through there, so wherever you can see it's all probably trunked, and it'll be tie wrapped along the feet of that. There's enough one there, and this is the whole kitchen, so we've got to put a cooker hose and all that. We'll probably put the cooker on a 20 amp breaker and then put a double socket or a single socket for the hob off the ring main. And then that socket there, then we'll probably put another socket in there for the fridge freezer. The absolute geezer. We might actually be able to fish that through, you know. Hey, for that double socket, we might be able to use it for the fridge freezer and the hob. Yeah. Sweet. It's a bit wide now. Ebbs is just doing for the washing machine. We've got that bit under there. All under there is all done. Up there. We've also got that we've got for the hob, and then we're hoping for the fridge as well to go plugged in there. And then we've got a 6mm that's going to go there. See there's stab bits there. It's only going down a foot. Then underneath we're just tie wrapping them off the floor. We might do it in Copex, I'm not sure. Since we ain't got any, we probably won't. Let us show you. So we've got all that done. Got the cooker and the oven done. That socket there, we're going to label that, but one's for the fridge and one's for the hob. So the fridge is just wired underneath. That one comes through there. That one's all nice and sorted all the way through there. Got the 2 there. We're not going to take that off because that's going to damage, and I think it is what it is. They're certainly going to repaint everywhere in here. So. And that is all nice and sorted. Reese is just doing the board there. So after dinner, me and Len are going to take everything back to the unit. and then Ebbs is going to do some filling and some tidying. And then all in all, it's worked out quite well. We've flown through this kitchen, haven't we? And then obviously we've got that up there for the things, but yeah, we've got to redo some of the filling. But it's going alright, Reece, isn't it? It's going to plan.
Yeah, man.
Get in there, Reece, baby! Reece has got all the board done. That's all labelled. He's just literally testing that now. Doing all the live tests, but yeah, he's done a nice little job of that. It's come out really well. The kitchen, look, as you can see now, everything's in there. You can hardly see anything. It's all right, Reece, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's not ideal, obviously. We did have to run a separate radial for that because it was just too impossible coming around the bottom. But all in all, that is a result. Right, so what we've done is we've got a socket there back to back. We've got a sensor light there, micro sensor. Come through here. We've put 2 pendants and a smoke just because we needed to make the holes for to get through. Sorry, Reece, baby. Yeah, and then you've got a pendant light in here. You've got 4 sockets either corner. You've got the bathroom, removed it more into the middle, repaired the hole. Got the central heating down there. We've used that wire weight for the switches to reduce it. Then we've just come across. It looks alright then, doesn't it? Here we go. Then we've got things. Beautiful. Just over in this job that we're doing now, we've just Reece and all the boys have been first fixing it, so I thought I'd just give you a quick video of what they've been up to whilst me and Ollie was doing that rewire. It's like a dream job, this one, isn't it?
Lovely.
All nice and dry. They've actually done the island in the wrong place. We're just going through with the builder, Chris. It's got to be moved to there, but it's no big deal, is it? We could probably come and do it Monday or on the way home if they don't make it here, but it's all nice and sorted. So they're having these lanterns in here as well, the LED strips, but what with anything over 13 metres, or no, is it 11 metres, they've got to feed it either end, so you get no dull bits like through the volt drop and all that. But yeah, this is a slight bit different to where we've been all week, Ollie, isn't it? Yeah. Right, let's get into the rewire.